Good morning. Car showing 59% battery, 154 mile range, 232.2 miles traveled. Google Maps says 3 hours and 23 minutes to get home, 207 miles. So we knew it was going to rain today, so luckily we got the drone flight hopefully out of the way. I tempted to try it again, but not in the rain. A barge is going up the river there. So that in front of you, that on the right is the motel, and the left is this. They got the seawall here on the Ohio River. There's none on the other side, on the Ohio side. And then when I back up, you'll see the door they can close from left and right in case it floods. If you're into murals, the wall is covered with them on the river side, and there's a couple on this side. Now we're going to drive around town and take a look at things. And then I think we'll just head out. Maybe if the Mothman Museum opens up, we'll stop in there and look around, pay the money. Yeah, tug going up the river there. Slept like I never slept before. I can remember. I slept good. Woke up a few times and went right back to sleep. A little dry. You need a little bit of humidifier, but it's not bad like the motels where they have the wall unit that puts out air or heat. There's a radiator in the room. The doors are the same doors we have in our house from 1906, when they said this place is 1901. But I slept incredibly good. But yeah, I wanted to go for a walk. Oh, wow. Another tug. I don't know if that's the same set of barges. Huh. But we'll driving around, and that way you can see and take in the sights with the wipers going and stuff. We posted one video last night before I charged the phone and stuff. So there's the seawall. It says, "Hey, dumbass, take off the parking brake." Yeah, it's a tired-looking building and a lot. They need help or something. I guess you do one section at a time when you can, but it's a big building. Excuse me. Then we walked up a ways here just to see where the mural was for where the bridge used to be, and that's what we're going to go see. When I flew the drone and when I went up here, you could see the church I pulled into yesterday, and there's another break in the flood wall here. And it's got slots for sliding doors. I guess we can go up this way. Otherwise, that street's a one-way street. We'd have to go right, or I guess we could go straight and come around. Hopefully we recorded everything yesterday. The old dumbass forgot to hit record when he did this flight. And then I'm waiting for somebody to come, "Hey, you can't do that here." I said, I bring the thing back. I said, "God, I forgot. Perfect flight." And it come back, "Oh man, I forgot to hit record, you dumbass." Well, the cars are going the other way, so we'll do a circular so you can see. If I had a raincoat, well, I guess we're going to get out here and we'll walk around and get wet a little bit. Constructed in 1928, connected Point Pleasant and Kanauga, Kanauga, Ohio. Name credit aluminum colored paint used First I-bar suspension bridge of its type in the U.S. Rush hour collapse, 15 December 67. That's like military day. Resulted in 31 vehicles falling in the river, killing 46 and injuring 9. Failing I-bar, joint, and weld identified as cause. Resulted in congressional passage of National Bridge Inspection Standards in 1968. So we did show another I-bar bridge. We can't go that way, can we? I gotta go all the way around. We did show that other bridge. It's on our videos if you want to take a look. A couple weeks ago, maybe. And it shows Mill Creek Park. It's an 1895 link bridge. But its construction is different. It uses the heavier bolts holding the I-bars together. And then on that bridge, I went underneath to show what an I-beam is compared to an I-bar. So that bridge is held up by I-beams now. I don't know. They said it's just for show. It's a short span in the middle of a park. The speed limits are 25. You'll probably never have more than 3 cars on there at the same time. Well, it's a busy road and I can't see the left because there's like a box truck. So, the traffic in this town just seems too slow and just spaced enough where you're stuck at a stop sign for a long time. Huh. Okay. I'm sorry. I was coughing a little bit last night, but not too bad. There's a lot of stuff here on the Revolutionary War and the Indian Wars and all kinds of stuff. So if you're into history, this would be a place to spend a few days. So this is the road that led to the bridge, I imagine. Huh, yeah. And here's the lights, because that's the railroad bridge still standing. This is the road, what was it? I guess it might have been US 35 back then. So this is the last thing people saw, maybe, all those years ago. Well, I'm going to back in behind me. That way I'm not blocking traffic. We'll just leave that up there. Nice Chevy. The murals in this place are incredible. I'm going to turn some heat on. It's actually a little chilly. So you got 2 into 2 I-bars they're showing in the picture there. So if one failed, what it would do, I guess, pull to one side and then the other one would slip apart. So they say there's 3 bridges next to each other. They call them sister bridges in downtown Pittsburgh, and there's just redundancy like crazy. And I'm not sure the same designer, but the same company was hired to assemble it. They put this one together. But this, you know, it actually, you know, they show it's a lot of traffic for 1960s. So we were hoping to go to the one upstream in St. Mary's, but it didn't work out. Maybe we'll do that some other time. So there's probably like a memorial. That might be where the bricks are and stuff with the people's name on them. That's why it's probably bricked off there. And that looks pretty recent. There's some police cars and an ambulance, so it might be in sheriff. There might be police department or something here. Whoa. Oh my God. I'm gonna pan left with the camera. You gotta look at this Jeep. The way they parked. Look at the tire. And back. Oh my God, that is like so much pressure on that tire. And it's a sheriff vehicle. 5.7 liter Hemi. So you can sit in a running electric car, you know, there's no engine running. And the heat and air conditioning are independent units. So the heater uses more electric than the air conditioner. Was just a joke. It might take me, at most it took me down 0.2 of a mile per kilowatt, but mostly 0.1 of a mile. Sorry. But, oh, we better report on that. So far, our trip after 2:32 and starting out 28 degrees Fahrenheit is 4.1 miles per kilowatt hour. So, all those other cars or trucks I was considering, now I'm only going to bite on something if it's got near the same usage as this or better. Your aerodynamics and all that stuff come into play. So, this Nissan Leaf goes through the wind pretty good. Those are good numbers. And then people get on these cars, oh, the tires are special because they weigh so much. This car weighs 90 pounds less than my other Nissan, the Murano. And, you know, that's because of the battery, because this would weigh less otherwise. But it's so cool not having all those moving parts. But that's it. The bridge was put up, opened in 28. You got to check out the murals here. They're just totally incredible. I'm going to see if I can go up to the right and see what else is up there. Well, that's the railroad bridge, but I don't know. It won't hurt to try. I got all day. So, I guess we got locked in at 159 plus tax. If, you know, they took long to answer the text via Facebook, and that was 149 they offered. So they need people at that motel, and I was scared I wasn't going to sleep because, you know, scared it was going to be haunted. I was actually more scared, you know. My house is more haunted with 4 furry nighttime creatures running around. I left the TV on at night because I didn't have a fan. And a lot of people have tinnitus in their ears. So they leave a TV or a fan on at night. And I have it a little bit, but most of it is all the horrible noises from my neck injury in my neck. So I run an air purifier in my room at home. Chevy truck looks like a cross between an old Chevy and a Dodge Dakota from the late 80s or something. I just wonder if the bridge, I don't know if the bridge had that much rise in it or not. I guess the old video shows that. I guess they put a rise in there for the shipping to get underneath. So, and a little flock of geese coming from the right in the mural too. So, this part of the Ohio River, I guess, left is south and to the right is north. Well, And the railroad, it actually curves away from the Ohio River on the Ohio side to make the curve here. There is a Route 62 here, but it's West Virginia. Oh, there's nothing here. Well, you can get a picture of the railroad bridge, and we'll do a U-turn here. I'll show you how this thing turns around. So you just imagine all the traffic. This used to be a main street coming through here. I don't know if the trains still use the railroad bridge, but there's people way back 50 some years ago that they always expected that one to fall. So you can see the links there and the beams on the diagonal to the structure underneath, and the pins on top too. A lady asked if I needed help. So you can, there's actually a crossbox or whatever where the pole line used to come through for the railroad signals. No, they just got gravel in there. Maybe the names are on the other side of the wall here. I'll drive around. I'm not in a hurry. I might go to the Mothman Museum because they got a lot on the history and everything. But yeah, it looks like a little like a Dodge Dakota. Oh, it's the painter, Point Pleasant, Jesse Corliss. It's on the front license plate of the Chevy. It's pretty cool. Excuse me. Oh, the buildings here. Oh my God, I love it. I don't know if there's anything in there, but they got, I don't know what it'd be. Like a bay window structure made out of brick sticking out. Not sure if it'll hold my BFA. So you got Point Pleasant, West Virginia. You got historical signage all over the place. I think we'll do the big loop around here, so you get the idea of what everything looks like. And we're going to pan it. A little too much. You want to see something? You get all the businesses and stuff you can visit. I'm sure COVID hit these places. So you got to watch the stop signs, because sometimes this road stops for a smaller street. So there's a lot of advertising that's come down. It looks like a building was lost there in between, and they had advertising painted on, and it suffered. You know, the Mothman Museum's open. So what we're going to do, we're going to make a loop around and come back and go on the other side of the bridge. I don't see a stop sign on my way. I guess I got the right of way. I don't know. And we'll pull over here. We're in a hurry. There's somebody blocking you when you want to take your time. They're tailgating you. I'm coming here. Well, I think we gotta use the same road to come back on. going past the seawall. So that's kind of neat. It's kind of a ship house here. Burgers and fries. Oh my gosh. That looks so cool. Well, I didn't mean to come down here, but I'm kind of glad I did. What is this? Oh my God, this is a historic park. And of course I'm on. My timing's off today, isn't it? Oh wow. Does that go right down to the water? Wow. Huh. So this park's got all kinds of history in it and stuff. It's like people stopping looking at me like, hey, what the hell? Well, you got a tourist town. So, to the right you had the new bridge, US 35, and then here you got the tributary bridge, this river flowing to the north into the Ohio. Not sure I can turn around here. Damaging the car. Like a little tombstone here. So there's a brick road here. You kind of wonder if there was a bridge here. Well, we could run up here and look at there's like a log cabin. Lady, something's closed about it, but we can do a video and stuff. 2 ND State Park. I'm sure I pronounced that perfect. Closes at 10 p.m. Has museum hours. No bicycles, rollerblades, skateboards allowed, and doesn't say anything about hoverboards. Alcoholic beverage prohibited. But, you know, if you want to fight the Indians and have a bloodthirsty battle, there's no prohibitions against that. So we're on the other side of the seawall, in case this rain turns bad. You can see there's pocket doors there. There's an older couple getting out. Point Pleasant Battle. So I'm not even sure it's worth getting a gimbal out. I'll just take the cell phone. I did bring the gimbal with me and stuff. So I'll wait for the people that are more elderly than me and then get out of the way. Alright, I'm gonna get out and like I said, I can spend a couple hours around here. The way I come home is better than 172. Go through Alliance and stuff. No, I don't need a charge there, but I think it's a better way to come home from Canton. And no, it's not windy. Oh, it's nice and warm in here. I need to get out. But I'm gonna get out. All right, see you in a bit.